CBS47 Action News Jax starts right now.
Right now at noon, the search is on for this missing 5-year-old girl. Last seen, many say about 5 months ago. On the left, you're getting a look at the neighborhood in Brentwood, where investigators are still gathering clues in the disappearance of Taylor Rose Williams.
And a live look from Action News Jax Skycam overlooking downtown. Action News Jax tracking kind of a dreary day on this Friday, leading into an even cooler weekend. Thanks for joining us, everyone, on Action News Jax at noon. I'm Phil Amato.
And I'm Dawn Lopez. We start with Action News Jax First Alert meteorologist Garrett Beatenbaum. Garrett, right now the rain is gone, at least for now, but it is cloudy and it is cool out there.
Yeah, you can see right here on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam Network live from the Florida Blue Building in Riverside. Those cloudy skies and good napping weather here this afternoon. First Alert Doppler HD is tracking a few of those sprinkles or showers here to the south and east, but every once in a while we'll see an isolated shower develop again, likely with an upper level energy source coming by here this afternoon. So there is another opportunity to see some showers here this afternoon. Now the cold front's 2 hours south and east, some light showers there in southern Putnam County there for you right now, but as we dive into street level mapping here across Jacksonville, it is dry and temperatures are cool in the mid-60s at TIAA Bank Field downtown, 65 in Arlington, mid-60s in JIA, and 65 degrees on the south side. We're in 64 Waycross, 67 in Palatka, and upper 60s in St. Augustine. Not going to change much with the 60s for today, but it is going to be breezy at 10 to 20 miles per hour with winds developing onshore, and also cooler temperatures are on the way tonight. I'll detail how cold we get in the First Alert 7-day forecast.
Now, the latest on the search for 5-year-old Taylor Williams. We're working to find out if her mother, Brianna Williams, is still refusing to cooperate with detectives. We broke the news yesterday that the little girl hasn't been seen for weeks. Well, now investigators are trying to backtrack the last 6 months looking for more information. Action News Jax live team coverage with the latest on the search effort is right now. We begin with Action News Jax Christy Turner live in Brentwood outside the home where Brianna was first reported missing.
I've been in this Brentwood neighborhood the past 3 days talking with neighbors. People here say they just want to know where 5-year-old Taylor Williams is. It's now been 3 days since the girl's mother reported her missing. The Jacksonville sheriff confirmed the girl hasn't been seen in weeks, and police right now still have the home on Ivy Street taped off. We've also told you investigators have been focusing at a south side complex where the girl used to live. Police and first responders and search teams have knocked on more than 600 doors in the community looking for any clue. Now JSO is cutting back on search efforts. Investigators are asking anyone who's seen Taylor with her mother in the past 6 months to please call police. Neighbors here say they feel very uneasy without any answers.
It makes me feel very frightened because I don't know if the child is safe. I don't know if the child is not safe. I don't know if somebody came in the house. So it concerns me.
I'll be talking with the Action News Jax law and safety expert about where the investigation goes from here now that the mom is no longer cooperating with police, and I'll have more for you tonight at 5. For now, reporting live in Brentwood, Christy Turner, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
In the meantime, I've been talking with the grandfather of little Taylor, that's Brianna Williams' father, over the last 2 days. And he told me yesterday that he was asked to go downtown to JSO headquarters twice once he got to town from Alabama. Just a couple of hours ago, he told me that JSO doesn't want him to speak publicly, but he did say that some of the information that's come out are lies. And while he's standing by his daughter, he doesn't want to interfere with this investigation. When it comes to his daughter, I asked how she's doing, and he wouldn't say where she is right now, only that she's fine, he says, but she is hurting. Phil?
New at noon, police have identified a wandering boy they say was found near Atlantic Boulevard in the dark by himself early this morning. Action News Jax drove down Atlantic Boulevard near BJ's Wholesale Club near Kernan there and Brewster's Ice Cream Shop where that boy may have ended up. Police say he may go by the name Kendrick and he's around 4 years old. We're working to learn if police found his family. Right now, Action News Jax is working to learn as well what led to a shooting near an IHOP on the west side. That shooting happened Thursday on 103rd Street. Police say a woman was shot on a sidewalk near that restaurant. No arrests have been made. Police have not released any information on the suspect.
Also right now, a sexual predator is missing out of St. Johns County. We want you to get a good look at your screen here. These are the mug shots of one man, Lavelle McLeod, who's been arrested at least, we found, 8 times in St. Johns County. And now deputies say they don't know where to find him. They say that he's guilty of raping a helpless child. He served an 8-year prison sentence. His charges include battery and kidnapping. We're learning that more jobs are coming to Jacksonville's north side. Action News Jax was there just this morning as city leaders broke ground on the next phase of a North Point Town Center, which is on Moncrief Road.
That's right. New at noon, Action News Jax Beth Russo shows us how the project is bringing relief to area families struggling to find fresh food.
All of these businesses are part of the North Point Town Center. But if we take a look right across Moncrief Road, you can see work is already underway on Part 2.
Lillian Smith lives in Northwest Jacksonville and has since 1975.
When I was coming up, you had a lot of grocery stores, you had a lot of things to do.
She's been watching the area change for decades and tells me it's seen better days.
So many stores have gone out of business, moved out of the area. So you don't have a place to shop. Fresh fruit, none.
This groundbreaking means families will soon have a new option to find the fresh fruit and food they're looking for. The Northwest Jacksonville Community Development Corporation is adding an open-air market to the North Point Town Center.
This is about being able to create a marketplace for people who've been waiting on even further development to occur, but already have small businesses that we've been working with to come in and share their goods and services within our community.
More than 40 businesses can set up shop when the $7 million project is done. Smith says she hopes it's the start of an overhaul that will bring the community back to its former glory.
And if we just come together, stick together, we can move something.
Right now, I'm taking a closer look at the timeline for this project and when other developments could be coming to the area. All of that all new on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting in Moncrief, Beth Russo, Action News Jax.
Happening right now, the president says he's not concerned with how the House impeachment investigation against him is going. He's on his way to Atlanta at the moment, but just a few hours ago told reporters he's considering releasing a phone call with the Ukrainian president. This one happened months before last month's whistleblower complaint surfaced.
If they want it, I'll probably give it to them, but they really want it badly. If they want it, I will probably give it to them.
Meanwhile, acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney was a no-show today for questioning on Capitol Hill as closed-door interviews continue.
New this noon, a Utah family killed in a brutal attack in Mexico are being laid to rest this noon. Mexican leaders say drug cartel members were likely behind the massacre. Relatives of the victims say that they're frustrated by the lack of answers so far.
We want the truth. We want to know who did it, and we want to know why, and we want them brought to justice.
Christina Johnson, Rotina Miller, and Miller's 4 children will be laid to rest today. 3 others were also killed. It was a teenager, one of them who's also a pallbearer, who saved the other children who survived.
Let's get a live look now at the Jacksonville Fairgrounds, where today seniors 65 and older get in free and students get in free on Saturday. Gates open at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Meanwhile, a ride that sent several children to the hospital last year won't return to the annual event this year. Action News Jax told you last year when several people, including children, were hurt on the Sky Flyer ride. Investigators found the attendant wasn't paying attention as the ride was lowered. This year, inspectors are working diligently to make sure everyone is safe.
If we find a device having an issue that cannot be repaired in a timely manner while we're here, we will issue a stop operation order, which comes in the form of a red tag.
Right now, Action News Jax is waiting for the final safety report to be released.
Today marks 1 year since 12 people were killed when a gunman opened fire inside of a bar in Thousand Oaks, California. The city dedicated a new healing garden designed to help the entire community recover from that deadly rampage. Over 130 people were hurt. The borderline has been closed since the shooting. Phil?
1 person is dead and 8 people are hurt after toxic chemicals were exposed to employees at a Buffalo Wild Wings in Burlington, Massachusetts. Officials say the chemicals were in a kitchen from a cleaning agent called Super 8. That chemical is a high concentrate of chlorine. Police say one man said he felt nauseous from breathing in fumes. He was taken to the hospital where he later died.
New this noon, scientists discover a new HIV strain, and it's the first in nearly 2 decades. Now, doctors say that the newly identified strain is more like an ancestral strain and likely circulating in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Researchers hope identifying the new virus will help ensure new diseases are prevented.
All right, let's take a live look at the bank, where the Big Cats get the week off before they get back to work to prepare for the Indianapolis Colts next Sunday. And it's the return of starting quarterback Nick Foles, who's been out since Game 1 with a collarbone injury as well. Foles and the Eagles were 4-5 at this time last year and made the playoffs. So that's some good news, right? You can join the Action Sports Jax crew on Sunday for Countdown to Kickoff. Now, there won't be a game, of course, on Sunday, but they'll talk about what's happening during the bye week, and we'll preview the matchup against the Colts. That starts at 11:30 Sunday morning on CBS47. Edward Waters College is unveiling a new $4.4 million project in what they're calling their largest residence facility renovation. President Dr. A. Zachary Faison Jr. will host the event with Jacksonville Mayor Lenny Curry. It's happening this afternoon at Tiger Landing on the historic campus. That event starts at 2 p.m.
And we're tracking a lot of clouds here this noon and chilly temperatures behind a cold front that's 2 hours south and east. How cold we get tonight and what it looks like for your weekend. That's coming up in the Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast.
The American Heart Association wants to inspire young girls to go into STEM fields. Coming up, how they're inspiring these young girls to get into careers in science and math.
And before you think about dinner, better check the fridge. After the break, why this organic ground beef is being recalled.
What to watch tonight, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. Some girls from 2 local middle schools are getting hands-on experience in science and technology careers. Action News Jack's Alicia Tarancon talked with them about why they're hoping to help fill the gender gap in these fields.
All 150 students are divided into groups for math, science, and if you look over here in this class, you'll notice technology. You take a peek inside, and these young girls are learning about coding. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, turn right. Kamari Williams is an 8th grader at the Leadership Academies at Butler Middle School. Science and math are her favorite subjects.
Well, I'm really good with numbers, and I think that's always been my kind of thing, and then science has always intrigued me since I was young.
Right now she's learning from strong women in the community talk about careers in science, technology, engineering, and math at the University of North Florida's campus. Kamari is joining this class filled with her classmates and other students from KIPP Impact Middle School as they take on coding. This is the 2nd year the American Heart Association is hosting a STEM day with local middle schools. The group tells us although women represent half of the workforce, they only hold 25% of the roles in STEM fields. The goal is to give these girls hands-on experience to inspire them to go into a STEM career.
We know that when they're at the middle school age, they are going to be the most receptive to learning new things and the most open.
And to give them confidence, they need to pursue those jobs that are normally dominated by men.
I would tell them not to be scared to do what they love and try their best, because even if people try to bring them down, you shouldn't really care what other people think.
And coming up at 5, we'll take a look at why the American Heart Association picked these 2 middle schools to take part in this STEM event. Reporting at UNF, Alicia Tarancon, CBS47, Action News Jax.
And that's some girl power there. Well, this noon before you make lunch or dinner tonight, keep this in mind. More than 130,000 pounds of raw ground beef products are being recalled, and that's because some 16-ounce sealed packages of Nature's Rancher organic ground beef may have plastic pieces inside. The products from Rastelli Food Group were sent to retail stores in Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Illinois, and Maryland.
Well, a burglar in Southern California took quite a spill. All caught on camera. Oh, look at that. You can see one burglar was already in the restaurant kitchen when another intruder was entering from the ceiling and once again had a not-so-smooth landing right there on the tile floor. She then took a seat while the other burglar went about his business. The Ventura County Sheriff's Office says the pair did get away, though, with hundreds of dollars and several bottles of wine.
Well, some dramatic video to show you right now of a fierce fight of brush fires out in Australia and just the dangerous conditions out there that firefighters are facing right now. This is new video shot from inside a fire truck as these workers were driving through the flames of the Hillville fire that's there. It's just orange all around them and intense heat. There are currently more than 60 fires burning across the country, with that number likely to rise, we're told, across the long, hot Australian summer.
We're working on much more for you ahead on CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax at 5:45 tonight. Action News Jax anchor John Bachman has a preview for us.
Breast cancer survivors at risk of dying from heart disease. It's because of the treatments they get to save their lives.
What we should not be telling our patients is don't get the very treatments that make you beat the cancer in the first place.
How doctors are working to protect women after they beat cancer. That's today at 5:45 on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
First Alert meteorologist Gary Beaton. Well, right now, cold front 2 hours south here. Jacksonville socked into some clouds. In fact, you can really see what's happening in the atmosphere with the visible satellite imagery. Look at these clouds going to the south and west. That's the low-level winds going out of the north and northeast versus the high clouds moving from west to east. And so a lot of moisture being transported to west to east, while meanwhile we're seeing those winds come out where we are here at the surface out of the north and east around this area of high pressure there. Now, likely tonight we will likely see some more isolated to widely scattered showers develop actually here over northeast Florida. First Alert Doppler HD right now is relatively dry, other than a few isolated sprinkles or areas of drizzle here coming out of those clouds. We're mainly dry in downtown Jacksonville. Let's play Find the Front, too. Temperature-wise, it's 82 in Orlando versus 65 in Jacksonville. So right about here is where that cold front is. Or in the upper 50s in Pensacola versus the mid to upper 80s in South Florida. Right now in St. Augustine, we're at 67 degrees with overcast skies and winds out of the north around 10 to 20 miles per hour. As we head into the afternoon, we'll still be in the 60s, but a few isolated showers still likely to form this evening, and especially with that onshore breeze, our temperatures will be in the upper 60s still. As we take you through that hour-by-hour forecast, there's that isolated chance for some showers here, especially closer to the coast as we head through 4, 5, and 6 p.m. As you go into your Friday night plans, it'll still be mostly cloudy, still breezy at the coast, and still that potential for some isolated showers. And even into the evening hours, a little impulse of energy in the upper levels of the atmosphere is going to ride on by, and so that has that potential for some scattered showers late this evening and into the early morning hours of Saturday, actually. But the next 12 hours, at least the first couple of those 12 hours, look to be mostly cloudy, and they will, and a few isolated sprinkles or areas of drizzle. Then back to the low 60s and 50s as we head overnight. 50s closer to the beaches for morning lows, but 40s well inland. Tomorrow morning, the Wounded Warrior Run in Jacksonville will see temperatures in the 50s and partly to mostly cloudy skies before we see some more sunshine for this Veterans Day weekend. Now, 72 by Sunday, but look at those morning lows in the 40s. We'll see some upper 30s in inland southeast Georgia for Sunday morning, then back to the upper 70s for Monday afternoon on Veterans Day. About 70 degrees by 11 a.m. Mid-70s by Tuesday. Some afternoon showers with our next cold front coming in. Then we cool back down into the 40s in the morning on Wednesday and 60s in the afternoon. You can always get this forecast any time of the day throughout your weekend right there at actionnewsjax.com. And join Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish beginning at 5 on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
If you have a voice assistant device in your home, where you put it is very important. After the break, how tech experts say criminals are using lasers to make purchases on your dime.
Today is the last day to save some cash on the Nights of Lights tour in St. Augustine. The tours range from a 90-minute sundown lights up cruise to an hour-long mimosa cruise. You have until today to get 30% off tickets.
Listen to this. Tech experts say your voice assistant could be hacked by a laser, and all hackers have to do is shine it through your window to gain control of your device. Researchers say the best way to protect yourself is to have your device away from anyone seeing it from the outdoors. New at 5 o'clock, signs of climate change are everywhere and sometimes impossible to miss, but not all of them. The unlikely sources dumping millions of pounds of microplastics into the world's oceans. That's coming up tonight at 5.
Keep the umbrella.
Yeah, a few isolated showers and some more developing late today and into the evening hours. Temperatures will be in the 60s, cool in the morning in the 40s.
All right. Sunday, put another log on the fire, 46 degrees.
Pretty nice weekend.
Liking that. All right. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Need my Uggs and my coat. The Young and the Restless is on next.
Instant heat.
That thing off in no time.
Man, no taxes with 30 grand, right? You have a homestead deduction of 50, so it's like